I've seen numerous collisions, a lot worse than that collision. No one says a word.
It's always going to change, Buster, depending on how this is healing up and how you're feeling. You know, after 2 weeks, we're going to take this off. We'll see how it is.
Yeah, it sucks badly. You know, we lost one of our leaders. It's kind of a damper on things, but I don't want to sound like an asshole, but, you know, we have to move forward.
The injury to Posey opens up a roster spot for a familiar face, one whose fortune is headed in the opposite direction.
You know, it's tough to watch that, you know, just for anybody on the team, because he's such a great guy.
They don't look good.
You know, you're always happy to be back up in the big leagues. You're happy anytime you get a chance, but under those circumstances, it's not a great feeling to know you're coming up here to replace somebody that's probably down for the rest of the season.
What's up, bro? Welcome back.
But, you know, there's a bunch of players on this team that can step up and play well at any given time.
A lot has been thrown at these guys, but I'll say this. We're amazed at their, I guess, resiliency, or more so their will to win. They hate to lose. So in some ways, they're holding up maybe even better than we expected.
Yeah, or somebody said to us, breaking camp, this will go down, and they said he'd be 7 over. We would have taken that and paid extra for it.
Sure.
Coach's knuckleball's pretty dirty. Took him deep a few times in BP. Yeah, I was in the lineup the next couple of days.
Here's the stretch. A high drive. Rowan scores, and the Giants walk off with another win. And Facino continues to swing the bat extraordinarily well.
With all those key injuries, the resiliency of this team is being tested to its core.
Matt Cain, an 11 strikeout complete game performance, and the Giants take this series.
We had some bad breaks and injuries. But what's important is not that they happen, it's how you deal with it.
A 3-home-run night for Aubrey Huff. So the Giants come into St. Louis, and they take 3 out of 4.
We're a very resilient ball club.
Brian Wilson save number 23, and the Giants win this one 1-0.
This team really is remarkable for what they've been able to overcome. And they're rolling now.
What a day today. Giants playing a day-night doubleheader at Wrigley Field. Ryan Vogelsong will continue his magical season at 11:20 a.m. And of keen interest is the return of Barry Zito to the rotation in the nightcap at 5:05. An interesting twist is that Vogelsong and Zito will pitch the same day, when there was some speculation a few weeks ago that Vogelsong would be the guy who keeps Zito out.
So I'm just waking up, I go through my routine. I usually pitch clean-shaven, so I usually shave on the day of games.
Vogelsong, the right-hander, delivers. Deep down the right field line, if it's fair, it's trouble. Hooking toward the corner, it's gone! And the Cubs have tied the game.
Today was different because it was the only time in my career that I've ever gone to the park when there was a game going on.
Pat Burrell just crushed a 2-run homer, and the Giants have their 3-run lead back. 6-3, Giants leading. Just the 3rd inning, and just game 1 of 2 today. Top of the order for Chicago against Vogelsong. He misses high, ball 4. And Ryan Vogelsong is out of whack today.
It just was one of those days where I just didn't feel like I was as sharp as I had been up until this point.
And the Cubs have 2 on with 1 out. Now Aramis Ramirez comes up, and the Giants are going to have to be real careful here.
You know, I'm known at this point that I got to bear down.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. A high fastball, and he got it by Ramirez.
Now I'm 1 out away from getting out of a jam. Pena's coming up. He had hit a 2-run home run off me his first time up. I end up falling behind him 3-1.
The 3-1 from Vogelsong. Pena swings and misses.
Stu came out, said, "What are you thinking?" I said, "I think we can get him fastball away here."
I was thinking heater away. What do you think? I don't want to go with a chance. All right, let's go change up over there then. Okay, cool.
When you go out there for 30 starts in a season, you're lucky if you have your best stuff 4 or 5 times.
So now they have what they want. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
That's what separates the really, really good guys from the average guys is you have to find a way to win when you don't have your best stuff.
Way to go, Stu. Giants have won their 6th in a row, 13-7. Ryan Vogelsong, he is now 6-1. And we invite you to stay tuned. We'll have the second game. Barry Zito up against Rodrigo Lopez.
April 16 to June 28th.
Right.
That's a long time with no Zito, buddy.
When you're on the DL, you're on the team, you're part of the team, you fly, you travel, you're on the bus. But at the end of the day, are you contributing to the San Francisco Giants? No, you're not.
Oh, yeah.
You know, this is your chance to go perform, to get it right out there.
It was his first start back. First couple innings, Meg got away with a couple pitches. After that, he settled in.
Swing and a miss on the curveball.
To be able to go out there and execute pitches, for the most part, the way I wanted to.
3 up, 3 down. Zito retires the Cubs in order.
I was very encouraged. I made some pitches when I had to, 3-1, 3-2 counts, where I got guys out.
Down to the third, could be 2. The second one. Burris to first. 2, a double play.
7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs. I thought he threw the ball great.
Barry Zito, what a return to action for the veteran left-hander.
I think that's about as good as the Giants could have expected from Zito.
Giants ahead 6-3. Now Wilson into his stretch. Here's the pitch to Soriano. Broken back, ground ball to third. Short hop. Throws to first. In time, and the ball game is over. And the Giants have swept a doubleheader from the Chicago Cubs.
No pop.
The love that we all have in the locker room and stuff is great. I was able to contribute again, and the boys showed me some love, so, you know, that was huge.
You know, anytime we can have a picture of his credibility and his track record on any staff, he's going to make it better. You know, it's good to have him back.
While the Giants celebrate the return of one of their stars, they're still mourning the loss of another.
Buster, will you give me a ride on that later? Yeah.
It starts when you're little. People tell you to enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy, you know, it can be gone in a second. And I think this is a prime example of...
You got to get this Achilles loosened up.
The left one or the right one? You just mean the bad one?
Yeah. No, this Achilles right here. Yeah.
I go from working hard every day, preparing myself to play a Major League Baseball game to doing absolutely nothing. You know, just now, a month later, getting back into, you know, some rehab.
Just hope to make him feel a little bit better, comfortable. As you can see, it's pretty swollen, so.
You know, I think we're still early enough in this process for me that the hard part probably hasn't come yet. You know, when I'm feeling really good, I can walk around a little bit, and then that's when I'm going to really want to be out there. Now, you know, I feel pretty disabled with and still having 5-7 weeks before I can walk. Something's clicking in my... It's probably just the swelling, or I'm sure that's what it is.
You're gonna have a lot of clicking and crunching for the next 3-4 months.
And I wanted to have the opportunity to go to battle with these guys and you know, have the chance to defend our title.
Yeah, he's ours every day from here on out.
But it stinks from my end not being able to, you know, to participate in that.
Your unborn children, they come up to you one day and say, "Daddy, I want to be a catcher." What's your response?
No way. No chance. No chance.
It is getting so out of control that we're talking not just mainstay in the rotation. We're not talking just fan favorite. We're talking possible National League All-Star bid for the phenom that is Ryan Vogelsong.
Believe me, it is an honor to have people saying that about me right now because I've never made an all-star team in professional ball, period.
About Little League.
Yeah, Little League. But I think that was just by default.
Everybody made it?
Yeah. I mean, a year ago, I couldn't figure out how to throw 3 strikes in a row. And then we're starting to talk about all-star game. That would be about as big a dream as there is.
While Vogelsong ponders his all-star dream, the Giants head to Detroit for a weekend series against the Tigers. And they're more than happy to welcome back the sights and sounds of slimmed-down slugger Pablo Sandoval.
Miggy, vamos! Yeah! My boy, play ball!
To have Pablo in that 3-hole adds a little bit of presence.
Pablo Sandoval with a home run.
He's swinging the bat well, and we need him. We need offense with the injuries especially, but we also need that energy that he brings.
Hit it high and deep to left field. It is out of here. And Pablo Sandoval is hot, folks.
And we're back here at Comerica Park in Detroit, where the Giants lead the Tigers 6-0, but we are in a rain delay.
As the teams head for cover, Giants skipper Bruce Bochy uses the time to submit his official all-star roster to the league.
Hello, Katie. This is Bruce Bochy. Yeah.
You ready for the final guys to give me?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I've got my pencils. Who do you have?
All right, first pitcher is Lincecum.
Okay, Tim Lincecum.
Rags.
We're in a rain delay right now, and Rags just stuck his head in and said, "Bogey, I want to see you in the office real quick." And I thought they might be saying something about pitching maybe tonight, or if there's a doubleheader tomorrow.
Well, we have a seat.
So I wasn't really quite sure what was going on.
Bogey, I got to tell you, I've had some special days in this game as long as I've been in it, and this is one of them. Certainly is right up there at the top. Tell you, you've made the all-star team.
Shit. Thanks, Boach.
It's awesome.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate
Congrats,
it.
bud.
Thank you.
We're so happy for you.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Once he started talking and saying, you know, your story's been pretty unbelievable and one of the best I've ever heard, I kind of figured that's where he was going with it. But to actually hear the words come out of his mouth was real special.
You're heading to Arizona. I couldn't be prouder for you and happier.
I'm really kind of almost in disbelief, to be honest with you. I mean, July 17th, I think, last year, I got released.
Awesome moment for you, but for all of us, too. To sit here and tell you this. So, great work. Unbelievable job you've done, and deserve this.
If you just look at the path, if you look at the journey, like, who would have thought? But I'm going. That's all that matters.
Don't celebrate too much.
Tell you what, I saw the first episode, man. Your story, dude, it's so awesome.
Coming up next time on The Franchise.
I have to tell you, you seem like the coolest guy to hang out with.
You're absolutely correct.
It's not an act. That's really Brian Wilson.
See you. Where you going? Arizona All-Star Game, dog.
Last year, I got released the day after the All-Star break.
It's amazing how quick things turn around.
Now let's meet the National League All-Stars.
Got him!
What advice do you want to give to our editors as to how to edit your interviews and your story?
Well, first off, I'm going to need you to stop yelling at me. You too. How else can we edit this? I was thinking black and white's a little too weird. Is it pronounced sepia?
Sepia.
Huh?
Sepia. Sepia tone.
Sepia. That just sounds weird.
Yeah, well.
Well, I woke up this morning and had a sepia. I like that. I want that reddish hue. I want that. And I want some sort of depressing violin. But as the moment, and you'll be able to edit the moment, when it hits its apex, violin's getting stronger and faster into a happy soul. Like that, for the end.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Then fireworks. And you're fucking welcome.